There we go. I am no longer live. I'm sorry, that was stupid. I am no longer muted. I am live. Let me get that right. So I'm coming on for a reason. So I wanted to show you guys something, okay? Let me do my screen share really quick. So there's something I want to show you that I just saw. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Juniper Bloom Mystique. I am the one who brought about the ascension, okay? What does that mean? Well, I've done a lot of interesting things over the last 3 years, from raising Atlantis, clearing Mount Shasta, activating pyramids, freeing Jesus's soul, uniting the twin flames by myself, okay? And then recently I told you guys now I have to bring down modalities, right? I have to change the earth that way. Well, what I want to show you guys today is that, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, I think I did. Some of you will know this. I did a workshop where we aligned 7D frequencies. So I told you I anchored us into Pleaidies galaxy. And I know that sounds really weird, but I did it in the last workshop that I did. It was the elemental activation, 7D elemental reality. And they anchored us in, we anchored into the Pleaidies galaxy. Okay, I know that sounds nuts. I have it all recorded though. The ones who attended the workshop will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I wanted to show you today was something De La Roca was saying. Okay, and I'm like, holy shit, he really did just say that. So I want to show you guys this. So when I did the workshop where I anchored us in, okay, to 7D reality, there, hopefully you can see this. I want you to see this video because he says Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Okay, now I'm not going to play this video. You can actually watch the video if you want to. I'll let it get through the commercial just so we don't have to look at that. But Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core reversed. Okay, this is absolutely unequivocally validation. For those who did the workshop, you're going to know what I was talking about. Okay, you're going to be like, oh my God, no, that's real. That's really what she did in there. So I encourage you to check out this video that he's doing. I've told you guys before, De La Roca is connected. He's our everyday lives. He sees the work that I do after when I do it. And so it's pretty cool to see that. You guys can actually watch what I do and then watch Starseeds and Lightworkers talk about it, which is what I really like. That's why I'm like, why aren't people doing their homework? Because if people would just do their homework, they're going to see like, oh my gosh, right? Like what she does is real. Like, look at this, it's happening. So we did the one recently where we anchored into Pleaidies galaxy. Okay. And they said that we've never done this before. It was kind of scary. I had to stop the earth from spinning. Like, no joke. I completely stopped the earth from spinning. In that workshop, I pixelated it. I stopped the earth from spinning. I had to go kind of quickly because then we had to realign it, anchor it in. I had to do 5 more poles. Remember, I said that. So now we have a total of 5 new poles on the earth for the pull. And eventually we are going to gain at least 12 new planets. This is going to take some time. But in that workshop, I actually stopped the earth from spinning. Okay. And I said that in there, and even the angels and the gods, everybody held their breath because it's something that's never been done before. And I had new galactic masters there with me that I'd never met before. They were from the Pleaidies galaxy. And then when I see this video this morning, he looks like he's talking really fast. That's really weird. But when I see this video this morning, it's like Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core reversed. And I'm like, son of a gun. That's exactly what I did just a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to see if anybody's even watching. So I have the workshop today that we're going to be doing. Okay. Today, the workshop is for the Akasha records. What I didn't tell the people who've actually joined the workshop, but they should know by now because they work with me quite frequently, is that we will be aligning the records to the earth. Let me fix this. I'm starting to see weird screens. We will be aligning the records to the earth. Okay. And so what does that mean? That means that our Akasha records is how do I explain what they're showing me? To where we used to have to like go outside of ourselves. It'll all be within the frequencies of the earth. Okay. So instead of detached, it's all right there. We are in such a high vibrational frequency now that it's weird. It's no longer it's hard to explain. So I'll just explain it to you after I do this workshop. But this one is a course to teach. So I told you guys I had to bring down the new modalities because the earth going forward, you cannot do anything third dimensional anymore. They will not work. So if you're Reiki certified, if you've already been Akasha Records certified, all these kinds of things, I would be very careful. Because unless you're able to heal properly, get the proper DNA activations and everything that you need all at the same time, they will stop working. That's not a joke, okay? And right here, even on De La Roca's channel, it's Earth's core has stopped spinning. Check out his video. I haven't watched his video, but the Earth's core reversed. So that's exactly what I did in my last workshop. And the fact that he's saying it now, I'm like, thank you, creator. I needed that validation today because I was quite disappointed. I'm disappointed in the masculines. I'm disappointed in the collective whole, and that's not fair. And it was just heavy energy. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, God, for that validation, because it sucks to me because people aren't seeing the work that was done. Being the one that brought it about and knowing that people miss the resurrection of Jesus, I take that personally. I feel like it's my fault. I keep feeling like, well, if I was prettier or, you know, the divine masculine maybe would have loved me if I did this and I did that. And that's where I'm going lately. And it's not a good space to be. So that's why yesterday I'm like, I'm going to take a little break. So if I don't post in a minute, just know I'm trying to get that energy cleared. I'm trying to heal it. I don't know what to do about it, honestly, because it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that people aren't witnessing Jesus being resurrected and what that even means. And the fact that he was the twin flames that I was resurrecting and more, right? Like I united all the twin flames. And so when I saw this, and it says Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core has reversed. It validated everything I did just recently in the elemental alignment workshop. Okay, so when I do these courses, they're courses, workshops, I activate the DNA for the earth. I change the modalities within them, and that's what I do. And the fact that in that one, we pixelated the earth, I talked about it on my last live, right? For those of you who do watch my lives, I talked about it on the last live that I did. You can go back and watch it. I always do a replay for the comments too, so hopefully you can read those. But I explained kind of what I did. So I pixelated the earth. I had taken us into the black hole a while ago, before my first DM died, and they activated the new chakra system, which goes into the Pleaidies galaxy. Okay, and I didn't know we went into the Pleaidies galaxy until a couple weeks ago when I stopped the earth from spinning. I really did. In my workshop, I specifically said, I just stopped the earth from spinning and she will go backwards. Okay. I specifically said in that workshop, the earth is now upside down. I had to stop her from spinning and she will go backwards. And now she will continue to expand and it can get rough on her. It can. We don't know how many planets she's going to accept within the new solar system alignment. We don't know, okay? Because it's never been done before. Nobody's ever accomplished the work that I did, ever. There have been other souls who tried to resurrect Jesus and Mary Magdalene, apparently, but it did not work. They all died. So not only did I do that, I took us into 7D, and I've told you guys that many, many, many times on my channel. So I encourage you to watch those. If you actually want to take part in the new one where I stopped the earth from spinning, and be able to receive and be receptive to the new elemental energies that are coming forth and the new activations, you can do that. You can just join my Patreon. The link is in there. So whoever joins that, the highest tier will have access to that. Okay, but I don't think I'm going to post that one for everybody to see on YouTube. I do that sometimes. Some of my workshops I have posted for people to see, like the pyramid activations and things, because they're not normal and they're huge and people need to see what's really happening with the earth, right? Not only to see, De La Roca talks about it, but I did the work. And when I do the work, it's like so mind blowing. And the fact that nobody sees it, I'm like, damn it, like, what am I doing wrong, God? And then I'm reminded that not everybody can see it. All right, it's a lot to fathom. But I just want you guys to know, and I find this so validating. So the ones that did that workshop with me too, I'm sure they're getting ready for today's, because I'm getting ready for today's myself, will know what I'm talking about. Comment on this video, because I literally pixelated the earth. I flipped her upside down. I expanded the core. I developed 5 new poles because that's the only way we can be in a 7-dimensional galaxy. And I had specifically said in there that now it's going backwards, and she had stopped moving. And everybody that was there stopped breathing. We didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, I could have killed us all in truth, but I don't think they would have let that out. You never know, right? Like, we don't know. And they had specifically said that eventually we can let up to 12 new planets into our solar system. So we kept all of our original planets. They went with us. They do belong in our solar system. But I want you to, and I said in there to get your stethoscopes out, your telescopes, whatever the hell they are, not a stethoscope. I don't think you're trying to hear the heartbeat, but your telescopes, and look to the stars. I want to see what is different. I want to see what stars are different. Check things out. Okay. Even my brother came to me the other day and he's like, dude, the moon is over here. That doesn't look normal. He's like, come check this out. The moon shouldn't be there. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I know. Wait till you see the work I did. But even he can see the work that I did. So it's astonishing to me that when it's the people that don't want to see it, I'm like, oh, I feel like we're just disrespecting God. Like, I really do. But that's neither here nor there. It is hard to fathom, right? It's hard to understand that, hey, this is the work that she did. It really, truly is. And I know you're hearing me talk and looking at De La Roca's mouth going really fast compared to mine. I find that funny. But when I tell you guys there are certain people who are connected and then there are certain people who are not, I'm not lying, okay? The sad guru is not connected. He's not in the light. Teal Swan is not in the light. De La Roca is, okay? There's quite a few that are, but De La Roca is one of the very few that can actually completely see the work that I did. He doesn't see all of it, right? But he sees a lot. And why do you think that is? Because he can tune into that Akashic record field. Okay, he can tune into that field. It's that frequency. And so after this 3 days, so today, tomorrow, and the next day, we're doing the Akasha Records workshop. This isn't just to teach people how to learn in the Akasha Records. Okay, so I will be bringing it down into the Earth's core. And so I thought you guys might want to know that. And people like De La Roca will notice the changes I do. They always do. That's the cool thing, is you can watch what I do and then watch it play out against the collective. There is a card reader who can see what I do too. She can. All right, now I can't remember her name, but she does tarot cards. She can see it. She can see the twin flame connection. She can see a lot of things. So there's another one. I'll find her name and I'll recommend her to you guys too, because she is connected. So there are a few people who are completely connected, and there are a lot who are not completely connected. And then there are some who are not connected at all. Okay, so please just be careful about that. Because as the one who brought about the ascension, it's hard for me to watch people be strayed the wrong way. But then how do you get people to see it if they're not even willing to do the research, right? So I did the workshop recently. It was just a couple weeks ago, I think. It was the elemental activation for 7D. And I told you guys on the last live that I did last Sunday what happened in it. So check out that video. It was the last live that I did. I completely stopped the earth from spinning. I pixelated her, turned her upside down, and then she started spinning backwards. I created 5 new poles and I anchored us into Pleaidies galaxy. Okay. And now De La Roca's seeing it. Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core has reversed. This is so awesome and badass. So I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. Join my Patreon. The highest tier, you're going to be able to watch that video. You can heal in it too. So not only can you watch the videos that I do, if you're open to them and you're ready to be receptive, you can heal in them too and do them multiple times over. It's not a one and done. But in that one, you will also learn how to work with the elementals. I teach you how you activate your DNA. But you can also see me anchored into Pleaidies galaxy. And it sounds so cuckoo, right? And then you hear De La Roca go, Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core has reversed. And I'm like, son of a gun, it's real. Why do I let people who refuse to see dictate how I feel about myself, including the divine masculine? Fuck that. I wish he would stop hurting me, but goddamn, it's like some stranger like De La Roca has to validate me, unfortunately. But I just want you guys to realize the importance of the work that I have done. It's a really big deal. And so when I do videos where I get like a little bit like, you need to pay attention, people aren't listening to their messages. It's not out of fear. It's about the fact that this stuff is really happening. The work that I do is very powerful and it is creating changes in the earth. And the only thing I can do is provide you what I need to, but it's up to humankind to listen to those. So I can't force anybody. I can't get frustrated when they don't want to. That's not on me. I'm doing my job and the rest is up to you guys to either listen and do what you need to do. Otherwise, it's out of my hands. Okay, and so I have to accept that a little bit more because I know what the ascension is. I know what judgment day is. I know what's happening. I know what I brought about. Right. And so I can just only hope and pray that people get it and they wake up in time and they're not eliminated just because they didn't want to see the right light. Right. It's a big deal, you guys, but it's so badass. So I would encourage you to join Patreon, the highest tier. You can do my monthly workshops with me where I do this ascension stuff. I think that's where I put that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It was the workshop. I don't know. You guys who did it, let me know. I will go in and check for sure, but it should be on Patreon or it's the recent course that I did. I don't know. Check it out. I'll put both the links. I'll have to make sure if it was in Patreon or if it was the course. It was definitely the course. It's a workshop course. It was the elemental, activating them in 7D. But I may have also done something for the workshop, so I'll have to look into that. But it's a big deal, you guys. We really did anchor into the Pleiades galaxy. That's not a joke. That's a whole new dimensional space. And if we cannot rise to meet that, we're in trouble. And that's why I get emphasis on the divine masculine. It's like, do you not get how much imbalance you're creating in the collective whole and the work that I did? It's like, come on. Like, we really need the divine masculine to get it. We really do. I don't know what it's going to take for them to listen to God over everything else. I don't know, but we're kind of in trouble with that. It's to the point where I'm like praying again, like, don't let my new DM kill me. Please don't let my new DM kill me. And I sat there for an hour praying for that last night. That's pretty sad, right? But that's where we're at. So just pray for that. Pray the masculine gets it, because we need them to. It's probably partly why the whole world isn't waking up in time. Okay, so let's hope and pray they get it, because there's a huge imbalance with that awakening, and you can see it. And if even De La Roca is now seeing that I stopped the Earth's core from spinning and it is now being reversed, how can you deny the work that I do? Line it up. How can any of you guys deny it at this point, right? Like, that's the point here. It's like, how can we deny that who I am is not normal? It's not. Okay. I remember one person saying the return of Christ is not a person coming back to this earth. And who am I? And how was I able to resurrect Jesus and Magdalene? That is the return of Christ. Okay. Me and my twin flame and the resurrection of Jesus and Mary Magdalene together was the return of Christ. But I'm thinking people aren't seeing it clearly, also partly because of the DM. So if the DM is not a hollow earth, I'm tired of people thinking. So I'm looking at some of his comments on there and somebody's like, hollow earth. It is not a hollow earth, my friends. That's so funny. Earth isn't hollow. See, so he's like, earth isn't hollow. No, it's not. It is spinning backwards, and I did stop it spinning. I actually did that work. And so the fact that he's saying it, it made my day. I needed this validation, because when I look to mankind to get it, they're not. And it's hurting me. And that's probably partly because of the DM. So if he could ever care to how he's affecting them, it's like, dude, maybe you're okay with hurting me. But can you please stop hurting the collective whole? I've been praying for this since my old DM was alive, and my new DM should be aware of that. It's pretty sad, right? I don't know what to do there. And part of that is why I'm like, I want to quit what I do. As a DF, the one who brought about the ascension, I thought about quitting because of my DM. It's pretty sad. We got to fix that, you guys. But I truly love it. If you want to totally see the work that I do, you guys, I encourage you to do so. If you're new here, check out my Ascension playlist. You can watch me activate pyramids on there. You can watch my DM and I uniting over the last year, even though that was hell and me being attacked. You can watch all of it. You can watch the resurrection of Christ, which occurred on Christmas. I did it live on YouTube. It is on my channel from Christmas. Okay. I do these live. I don't hide them. I don't pretend. I don't anything. They just come through me. So they're raw. Okay. So I would warn you not to be in judgment, but to watch them. And for those who did the last course with me and is aware of what I did, check this out, right? Earth's inner core has stopped spinning, Earth's core is reversed, and I did that, okay? Join me for the Akasha Records course today because we are going to be changing the Earth with that one as well. Per usual, that's what I do. I think everything I do, I have to change the Earth because I'm too high frequency. So we have to match the frequency in which we are anchored into now, which is 7D. Check out my channel. I told you guys I took us into 7D. I can't wait until De La Roca starts saying 7D, because he will. Earth's inner core has stopped spinning. Earth's core reversed, and I did that just a couple weeks ago. So now the work that I'm doing is being seen very quickly. All right, so buckle up, Buttercup. Keep releasing. Get those DNA activations, or you're in trouble. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I will see those who are joining me in Akasha Records later. I'm doing that course workshop today. Be 3 days, and it's going to be awesome. For those who want to see me turn the Earth upside down, stop it from spinning, and put in new 5 poles, check out the latest course that I did. I will put the link below. You guys, these are no joke. And you think you can just be normal going forward like you always have, you are wrong. I don't care who you are, you've got a lot to learn to go forward. Or the question is, are you going, right? Like, what are we doing here? We have to learn that what we once were, we can no longer be. The end of days is the end of ways. Don't forget that, okay? And I have to let it go because I know the work that I did. I know where I'm at, and I know I'm okay. It's not on me for everybody else. I can only provide what I have to provide. But it's pretty badass. And De La Roca can see it. I'll get the name of the tarot reader too. She can see it. She's highly attuned. I'll just start recommending the ones who can see. And hopefully the world can wake up. Come on, DM. We need your help waking up the world. Don't you get that? Oh, and Spirit does say to the DM that they have a lot of clearing they have to do or they're in trouble. So much love to all of you. I hope you have a great, beautiful day. I'm going to go get ready for my Akasha Records course, and I will let you know what else comes up. I literally stopped the Earth from spinning a couple weeks ago, and the Earth core was reversed, and I added 5 new poles. And over the next coming probably decade, we will have up to 12 new planets enter into our solar system. They're saying that could be more than 12. It depends on how expansive the Earth can go without exploding. And that's the truth. You should have seen the angels and beings stop breathing because they didn't know if we were going to make it. And you all don't even know that. That's the funny part. Is there's a couple times where all of us were in trouble and nobody even knew. And then there was the time we resurrected Jesus and barely even anybody saw it. And it makes me want to cry. So much love to all of you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you all later. Sometime. I don't know when. I'm trying to heal from the DM and stop it hurting me. So we'll see what that takes.